Hello and welcome to Brett Dupree's Awesome Health Journey. I am Brett Dupree. I'm trying to avoid the millennial pause, I guess, at the beginning of my videos now that I know what it is. Need to learn how to shake my camera. All right, this video is one that I kind of been putting off for a little bit and not really wanting to talk about because I don't like talking about negative things as much. But when I created this series, there's a part of me thinking that I was going to do everything 100% natural and everything's going to be great, and maybe I'll write a book on it. If I, be able to do something like do 5Ks and get healthy and show a good progression. But something happened along the way, which is one thing I've been doing with my doctors is monitoring my blood sugars to make sure I don't get diabetic. And what happened during the last month is I hit diabetic levels, 7.5 to be exact of a C1, which isn't great. It's not bad. I mean, I did freak out, cry, scream, I don't want it, I don't want it, I don't want it, as tears went down my face. I mean, diabetes is what killed my grandpa, and it's not good for you. I don't I don't want it, to be honest. But I'm at acceptance now, and I'm not dealing with it. So that I don't get to be natural anymore. Well, we'll talk about that a little later. What I've learned about diabetes is that there's kind of like I'll use the orange theory thing, colors. There's pretty much like five stages. Like right, like in orange theory, gray is like your blood sugars are fine. Then you go up to blue, which is pre-diabetes. You really need to start looking at your, what you eat and exercise to try to make sure your blood sugars don't become diabetic, or you can stay that way forever. We don't know. It's a mystery. Uh, People can be pre-diabetic their entire life without any changes. It's just something that happens. And then I'm at green, or yeah, green, which is the next one, where it's like you really need to start doing something, or it could be bad. But you don't really need medication. At least that's what my doctor said at this point. I just need, to watch my diet and exercise. And then, of course, there's orange. Ha, what I'm wearing. That is, well, you're going to need insulin now, and you barely need to do this, or you're going to lose your foot. And then there's red of like, well, you have a chance for a diabetic coma, losing your foot, and all that jazz. And so I'm still in the lower end. So yeah, a lot of my goals of this health journey was to not get diabetes. I didn't reach that goal. So now my goal is to make sure I never have to inject myself with insulin. At least do what I can do. Because I can't really. Because if I blame myself and shame, then I'm just gonna give up and quit. So there is a chance that my body does get to that point, even if I make all the right choices, because that's life sometimes. Sometimes you can make the right choices and everything still goes bad. So this is no longer natural in a sense, but that's a lot of it is diet culture stuff in my brain and new age hippie stuff in my brain. Getting all that naturopathy, natural elements, and the evils of Western science. I mean, I'm not the one who I'd rather not take medication than take medication, but at the same time, I am taking supplements, so it's like almost the same thing. At least medication is semi-regulated, and all the supplements I do take could all be just sawdust, and I wouldn't fucking know. Stupid non-regulation of supplements. Should at least be able to have to prove what's in them is in them. Anyway, so the two medications that I'm going to be on is number one is metformin. Number one, I don't comment on like anything negative about Western medication. I don't fucking care about your opinion again. You can suck it if you want to tell me don't do this. It's dangerous. Not like I haven't talked to a doctor about it. I haven't watched many videos about it. I've watched doctors talk about it. I've watched crankpots talk about it. If you know me, you know I'm somebody who, when I do something, I want to know everything about it, even from the crazy new age hippie David Wolf motherfuckers. So, like, yeah, I've made my decision with my eyes wide open and talking to a therapist and a nutritionist to help me through this, and I'm talking to a doctor. So, yeah, so don't fucking tell me don't do shit. I don't need your fucking opinion. Again, don't give me your goddamn advice. Don't give me your opinion on it. I don't care. I don't care. And nobody does. Nobody wants to hear what you think. Um, when it comes to like don't do this because my grandma got something. Yeah, I know. Anyway, so I started taking metformin. Uh, so that's gonna help with the insulin resistance and keeping my blood sugars down. I have a little nausea from it once I've got to the full dose. But I did go to a weight loss clinic yesterday, as I mentioned in my video yesterday, and looks like my prescription to Ozempic has been a thumbs up as it's been shipped to me from Spokane because that's the I guess a pharmacy that's good at keeping it in stock. So I'll be starting off with Ozempic, which does have weight loss properties, but it's also mostly because I really want my blood sugar down. And there is part of me who wants to also lose weight because I don't want to be 400. Well, right now I'm 450 pounds. I don't want to be 450 pounds. I want to be at least 350 pounds. Then I'll dictate on if I need weight loss or not, because that's the minimum. That's the maximum weight where I feel comfortable in this world. Yeah, I felt huge then. Relatively bigness is a weird thing. But what I'm saying is, yeah, I'm gonna start taking these medications. So some of my updates will be talking about them. Unfortunately, I didn't want to become an Ozempic guy or a Metformin guy. I just wanted to be an intuitive eating, talking about myself guy. But it's all about being authentic in who I am and talking about the truth of what's happening in my journey. Because I'm doing this not only to uh, actually I'm doing this mostly to process and get my feelings out there. And for some reason, doing this is the way that helps me the most because like my idea in my head is like me making this video. Well, there's actually two reasons. The first reason is, of course, me making this video might help someone else who's going through something similar, and that makes me feel good. And there's a part of me that thinks that this will survive long after I'm dead and I'm afraid of death and being forgotten. So there's that. You don't know what YouTube is going to do in 800 years after I die at the age of 844 because of the modern, all the modern medicine and putting my brain in a robot body. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyway, but basically, yeah, so I'm being 100% authentic, 100% real with you, my few viewers and family members who watch this, to be honest with what's going on with me, and and I'm working on being healthier. I made that choice that I'm going to do it, and getting a therapist and nutritionist helped so much, and I truly believe this is a positive journey this time. I know I've said this so many times, but the sustainability of it and the lack of willpower needed to continue to eat healthy. But yeah, so I'll talk probably later on things. I plan on starting it Sunday evening because even though I'll probably getting it tomorrow or the next day, apparently the dose makes you feel nauseous. And if you take it in the evening, you can be nauseous when you sleep, and you can sleep through the nausea. And Sunday evening seems like an easy day for me to remember. And since I work from home and don't usually plan on going out on Mondays, being nauseous on Mondays doesn't seem like as bad as a thing. So yeah, that's gonna be when I decide to do it. And yeah, so I'll keep you updated, and hopefully I'll be smaller by the end of the summer and in better shape because I'm still doing Orange Theory, still exercising, I'm still doing all the positive things in life. So just have to deal with something else. Yeah, just basically, my life's not going to change too much with the diabetes diagnosis, other than the fact like today I'm getting my eyes checked to make sure they haven't hurt my eyes. I'm gonna have to get my blood sugar checked more, and I had to get a pneumonia vaccine. So other than like this is something I really need to concentrate on, my life's not that much different. And once I rectified that, I felt a lot better about it. Even though yeah, there was a lot of crying, so much crying. I'm a crybaby now. Full blown crybaby. That's the thing about being authentic. You just let it go. Just don't hold back anymore. Anyway, yeah, I'll probably talk about things more. I have many things to talk about still. Can't believe I haven't run out of things to talk about. So yeah, so this one's also 10 minutes long. Um, life, life.